Hi, Pisces. Happy New Year. Okay, so we are officially in 2020, a whole new decade, a whole new start. Okay, so before I begin, I want to just say thank you to each and every one of you who have supported my channel from the start and continue to do so. So I am very grateful. No words can describe. Thank you. Okay, so across the board for 2020, for all signs, I decided that I would have one song that would respectfully, what's the word I'm looking for? Respectfully represent what the year of 2020 will be for us all. And that song that I chose is John Lennon's Imagine. Okay, so I printed out some of the lyrics because I don't know them by heart. But this is for the entire year for each sign across the board. Okay? Okay. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us, only sky. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion, too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger, a brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one. Okay, so Pisces, that is for everyone, for humanity, for the new world order, yeah? Okay, so let's get started. Let's do this. This reading is longer, and that's why it's taken so long. Most of the readings have been over an hour for January 2020. And so I do want to apologize for the delay, but I have had to do your reading over again. Okay, so let's get started. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let me move the camera down so you could see. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for January 2020. Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and Venus. It's good to always know your natal chart, yeah? So if your sun sign is not, it doesn't sound right, then look at your moon sign and your rising sign, okay? And Venus is typically about love, right? All right, Pisces. Good. One more shuffle, please. Good. Let's get started. Oh, geez, look at that. Let's do one more shuffle. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. That's it. Perfect. All right. Let's get started. For the beautiful Pisceans. All right, let's see what's happening, Pisces. Wow. Well, look at this, right? We're making money. We're balancing out our money. We're waiting for money. But it looks like we're balancing it out and giving, sorry, that's chocolate. We're balancing out our funds, right? Balancing the checkbook, making sure that now it's the new year, so whatever was spent is now being replenished, I hear. Making sure that your money is on point and balanced. It's a 6, right? So it means it's balancing it out. You're making sure that that is what you're doing now in January. And you need to stay away from the negative thoughts, like I don't have enough, the lack. There's no room for obsessively thinking about the lack of funds or not having enough in general, right? So the universe is saying, watch what you're thinking. Your thinking actually manifests into your reality. So be careful of how you're thinking about money. There's a fine line to distinguish, Pisces, between love and money. All right? And that is all about the way you think. The distinguishing, it's like at the horizon, where love is the horizon. And when we love, we have to love the part of money that provides for us is unlimited, and knowing that the sky is the limit, right? Because it is. It's the horizon is the love, is the compassion in life, right? And when we go to this point where it's a 5, we need to change our mindset so that we are above the horizon and not below it, because this is like your ego, right? The swords are your ego. So you're thinking negatively about money in general, whether it's giving or receiving. So what you want to do, Pisces, is change it up and always know that the universe always provides. So maybe you feel like you're judging yourself, or others are judging you the way that you earn your money, earn your keep, how you give money out to others. It's about your own self-worth, in the sense that are you judging yourself because your feeling of how you believe, Pisces. Money. So maybe you're just judging yourself too harshly on the limitations, believing that you have limitations, right? And believing that the way you disperse of your money is something that is bothering you, or you're overthinking it, So the universe is asking you not to judge yourself or others, and not worry about the fact that if you stay in a positive mindset, you're going to allow the balance, right? And the negative thought process is what is holding you back from understanding the balance is really about give and take, right? It's give and take. And that's universe is just asking you to balance it out and not think so negatively about it. So here we have Pisces. We have an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This could be a significant person in your life, be it a father figure, a husband, someone who is all about their emotions. Your creativity is all about, this king knows how to be creative. This king is enthusiastic, and emotions running all about how to create a personal power. They're powerful. Their power is in their creativity. That's what I'm trying to say. So you could be introduced to someone who is an Aries, Leo, Sag, Pisces, or you could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sag or it could be just you are becoming the creative king of wands, your energy. So the universe is saying, hold this energy within you, right? Hold this energy of creativity and pleasure and happiness, and being yourself, in the fact that you're enthusiastic about maybe getting a project underway, right? Or something, getting your confidence back. Something that is missing is now being shown to you that you can have and be, right? if it's external to you, then this is still a part of who you represent. So maybe if this is external to you, Pisces, this could be someone who is in your field of energy, your energetic field, only to tell you that being creative is better than overly obsessing about, how you handle your finances, maybe it's creative financing too. I just heard creative financing, right? We have that. We do that. When we want something, we can justify the means, right? We can. All right, so let's continue. Let's see what else is going on. All right, so this is where we're coming from. We're coming from a place, or this King of Wands is, where did someone stab this King of Wands in the back? Is it your feeling stabbed in the back by something that's happened? Is this King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag, is this someone who feels that bad about judging you, Pisces, for your actions from whatever you've been doing and or thinking, or trying to get out of this feeling of being, is this a feeling of someone judging you for how you handle or how you think about balancing your life out in general, or your money? Is someone judging you? Is this the person judging you? Do you feel you're being judged by someone? It's not, this is a king. So this energy, if this is a person, is about someone who is external to you and maybe saying, don't think like that. Don't feel like you're being used for just your finances, or be creative instead of judging yourself and being negative and thinking that this too won't pass. It will. And this king could be coming in to actually help you, to move you forward instead of judging. All right. So it's a general reading, so it's not going to apply to every Pisces, right? It could be creative financing. It could be just someone showing you how to balance it out, so you're not feeling like maybe you made a decision that you feel you're judging yourself about, right? And not in going forward, and you made a mistake. You feel like, oh, geez, I should never have made that decision because now I'm regretting it. I don't know what that means, but if it is for some of you Pisceans out there, you might have made a bad decision in a financial situation, or you loaned money out, or you gave money and now you're regretting it. You're feeling like you should not have done it. I don't know. Let's see. So that old feeling needs to be shed. So there's clearly a feeling of, I should not have done something, and now I'm feeling remorseful for it. I feel like I did the wrong thing. You feel like you're not as much, let's shed the thoughts, because this is all your ego. Your ego is saying, maybe I shouldn't have given money out, helped someone, because now it's hindering me. And it's making me feel like I made a poor judgment call. That's what I'm feeling. I feel like you feel, Pisces, that you made a judgment call, that now this needs to end. What needs to end? Well, your thoughts, your negative thoughts, the way you feel about money, the way you look at money, the way your ego. It's like, your ego can talk you in and out of and justify anything, right? So you have to be careful because, sure, I want that new something, or sure, I want to give money out to whatever, or I want to make money doing something I love. Yes. But what's hindering you is your own thoughts. You're judging yourself. Your ego is trying to get the best of you. That's what I feel in my heart of hearts. That you need to put these thoughts and negative feelings to rest and let bygones be bygones. Whatever you've done in the past, Pisces, with money, you need to let that go. You need to release it. You can't hang on to this. You can't hang on to this. Otherwise, right, it's going to get the better of you. So don't allow your ego, shed the ego. Let the ego die, which means don't judge yourself too harshly on the choices that you've made in the past with regards to money, or the choices that you've made being the giving, either the giving or receiving of money. It's all about this. This is what it's all about. And not just that, but the giving, there is a fine line between the money and love. So when you give, are you giving out of love, or are you giving out of purely responsibility? Bottom of the deck. So the Tower moment hasn't happened because what's being asked of you is to release this, so that maybe in January you are going to have this moment of, let's start new and get over this, so that the Tower moment doesn't happen. Trying to avoid like the worst from happening. And by doing so, it opens up new doors and new opportunities. Okay? So you could have just been way too much in your head about what's been going on, what choices you've made, reviewing the choices that you've made in 2019 and moving into 2020 now, so that you won't have something like, the Tower happen to you. What does that mean? Well, you don't want any obstructions of making the wrong choices so that something falls to the ground, meaning, you lose a house, car accidents, whatever accident this could be, you're avoiding it by what? By allowing your old decisions about how you make your money, how you give and receive money is dying off. So the things that the way you made your choices, Pisces, is now dying off, so that you can avoid a moment of, oh my God, I should have listened to myself, right? Because now you're making better and wiser choices. You're shedding the old and you're allowing yourself to move forward now in 2020, right? You're moving forward. It's a 2. So I'm thinking by February, all this excess from 2019 is going to get cleared out for you, Pisces. So I'm thinking that whatever you think, the choices that you made, the decisions are going to be moving out of that and now manifesting a new way of everything, a new way of looking at the way you give and receive money as well as love. And I'm losing my voice, so it is the truth. Here's the money, or here's the love, I'm sorry, and here's the money. There's your pentacle, and and what is in between, as above, so below. Understand that. Your ego is all about what you give and receive on both the money aspect and your finances. And the determining factor of both of those is the compassion and love that you have for both, and how you see it, how you value yourself. This is all about valuing yourself, right? Giving and receiving of love, right? And now you've undergone a transitional period of shedding the old ways of how you see yourself and how you're overly obsessing about money in order to start something new and to avoid any disasters that you had in the past. Okay, so that's good. And look, the second that you release all this mental anguish is when you manifest big stuff. You released all the old, everything you thought, everything you tried to justify, others judging you, you judging yourself, all that comes to an end because now you are allowing in the month of February to start looking at your life with fresh new perspective. That perspective is that money is infinite. Love is infinite. And if I just keep holding on to that thought process, everything comes to me. Everything. I know that money and love are very intertwined just by that horizon. So now I'm going for what? I'm going for the infinity of all that is. Infinite divine love and giving and receiving of love of self here. When you judge yourself and you give too much, are you giving, like I said, was it a part of you giving out of necessity or out of love? So this is what this is part of what you're going through and what you've transitioned out of the negative thinking so that money can come to you. The giving and receiving of love can come to you. You understand now that this is all about divine love and of self. Loving self. You have gotten to a point where if it's a King of Swords, you've gotten very regimented and you're strategically thinking smarter. You're making your money work for you instead of against you. You're in charge now. This is you being in charge of your own life. This is your ego. You've put your ego in check, right? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You've gotten to this point of masculine, creative ideas flowing, creative strategies, trying to think of other avenues in which to make money perhaps as well, right? Because it's here. It's here. And you've manifested. So you're strategically thinking of other avenues, other ways to make money, because you know now that money is infinite source from the universe and that it comes as if really by magic. And it's all about your heart and loving every opportunity coming to you, everything about giving and receiving. This love is this money because they're pentacles, but it's all about the love that you have to show for others and to give others. Okay? And to give out of love and not out of obligation. And your wish comes true. Well, what is that wish? The wish of infinite abundance, of opportunities lending themselves here, to be creative, to drop all the excess baggage of the past and to leave it in the past, right? Dropping all the thoughts and taking charge of your life in a way that you've never done so before. You're in charge. You're in charge, Pisces. And every wish that you've ever wanted is right here for the taking. Because you've been here before. And you don't want to go back to this feeling. So forgive yourself, forgive others, let this go. You've healed, you're healing. This was healing. How did we get here? Because we realize that we make our own destiny. We are the fruits of our labor. We plant the seeds so that we can celebrate our life, right? I don't know why, celebration of life here. I feel that you're now choosing whatever cup that you want to fill. You know that life is all about the giving and receiving. And now the time is ripe. The time is now to change your perspective and to strategize your life, knowing that you're in charge and no one else is. And the people who judged you in the past can just go by the wayside, because you realize that the giving and receiving of money is all about the way you see money, see, feel, talk to the universe about it. And this is the vision now. You have the vision. It's clear. It's really clear to you how it works and the creative ways that you can make money, right? The ways that you now know are, the old ways are gone. The old ways have died with 2019 closing up. 2020, you're looking at the whole perspective is different. The whole as above, so below. I understand that now is what the highlight is here. That's the highlight, is how can I make my money work for me? That's the highlight. Because I've got opportunities. I've got a new leveling up of the way that I'm going to creatively manifest the next whatever, how many years of your life. Because I don't want to go through another tower moment. I don't want to feel like I have less than. And that's why I'm balancing it all out in perfect harmony. Okay, perfect. That was long, but it was long for a reason. It was there for a reason. It was very important. And the lesson that you've learned is really good, Pisces. You've learned that it's all about your healing your heart and giving and receiving love now from a place of love and not out of obligation. So you have now new hope for your future because you understand how it works. You understand the universe works like this. And you're intuitive, so you knew what you had to do. You knew you had to shed these old paradigms of thought to get to where you need to get to. Okay? Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Here we go. All right, it's been a struggle, for sure. What isn't a struggle? I mean, when something's really worth struggling for, we have to get there. And what are you getting? You're getting to this enlightenment. You have been enlightened because you understand that in order to survive, you have to sacrifice. And you have made the sacrifice. Oh, wow. And I didn't even see this. Wow. You've made the sacrifice and now you're standing your ground. Wow. I didn't even see that sacrifice card there. All right. Beautiful. So you've done the work, Pisces. You've sacrificed a lot of yourself by giving so much of your time, your money, and your heart. And now you've healed, and you're standing your ground now. And you know better. You know what needed to be changed. You knew what you had to release. You know now what you have to release to get your power back, to get your voice back, to be your own boss. You have to be your own boss. No more envy or deception from others. And this is also about the judgment here of others judging you too harshly. I'm done with that, Pisces is saying. We're not having that. That day is gone. There's no more. The only person judging you now is yourself. And that is, you're done with it. You're not judging yourself for the choices that you are making now because you're standing your ground and you knew that you had to get through this period of time. You knew you had to get through this. You knew this was going to happen, right? You knew that you had to change the whole paradigm of how you think about money and love. And that's what you've done. You see the light. You've been enlightened. You understand the process now of how the universe works. With hope, with faith, right? You have risen to a new understanding. And you're not beating yourself up. One more. You're not beating yourself up. All right? So your solar plexus. Do not have any anxiety or shame. Do not judge. You're done with that. There's no excess or deficiency, right? And that's what you were balancing out here. The excess and or deficiency of what you believe is too much or too little of something in regard to love. Giving and receiving of love. And what you've had to sacrifice to get there. No more fear. You see the light. Because why? Your faith is stronger than your fear. I love it. You've chosen wisely. You were given a choice, Pisces. You were given a choice to go down a path of the same mentality and struggle, right? You've sacrificed a lot, though. So you had a choice, because we always have a choice on the earth plane. You decided that you're going to stand your ground. 2 sevens. You decided, oh no, I'm not going back that way. I'm going towards the light. I'm making the choice to free myself from any fears or of financial issues, insecurities. I freed myself of that. I have done the work. I am no longer feeling like passive, aggressive, or any injustice here. I've released it all. I've released it all. All the fear, all the injustice, all the garbage. It's gone. And now I've chosen to speak only from my truth. Whatever has changed me has changed me. Whatever is gone is gone. And the truth is, I'm a better person for it. Without question, right? All right, let's go to our Ascended Master and Archangel for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So now you understand how the universe unfolds the blessings after what? A time of sacrifice and a time of people probably judging you for reasons that they had no right to do. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Look at this. Look at this. Infinite abundance. Yes. Come on, Pisces. You got it now. You know. Lord Ganesh says it's infinite. It's infinite. When you think it, it becomes, because you give it out of love. Oh, that's beautiful. All right. The card reads, obstacles are being removed, spiritual support and connections are increasing. And that is a beautiful little baby elephant, right? With its trunk up. Lord Ganesh is a beautiful child, old soul child, who brings infinite blessings to those who are able to give and receive love on a divine love level. Devotion. Your sacrifice has not gone unnoticed, Pisces. I love it. All right, let me move these out of the way. We're going to, that is beautiful, Pisces. Yes. We're going to talk about love now. What is happening for the beautiful Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for love? What's going on with love for January 2020? Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Perfect shuffle. Let's go. What is happening? Pisces. It's now safe for you to love. Why? Why did this card come out? Because you love yourself now. You have found the courage and the freedom the freedom to be your own self, to be in charge of your own life. And that's where it all begins. And that's where all this infinite abundance came from. You know now, when you have great love for yourself and for others, the sacrifice that you have made did not and has not gone unnoticed, because what did we talk about earlier? Money and love of self first and foremost. You have opened your heart now. This is not only the opportunity of prosperity coming to you, but it is opening your heart under that gateway. I love it. So we have a beautiful union here. A beautiful union coming. I never noticed this, but this woman has a ring on her finger. So some of you Pisceans are going to get engaged, and this is heaven sent, a God sent. This is a God sent. Some of you are going to be offered an offering of love here through engagement. Of course, it's not going to apply to all. And this feeling of love that you have for another person is someone that you have known from a past life. It's going to feel like this romantic, these feelings that you have for this person, it's going to be like, oh my God, I feel like I'm home again now. I feel so comfortable with this person. It's like putting on that pair of jeans that just fits. That's what we have here. And you just know it, right? You just know it, Pisces. It's beautiful. Okay, so you're going to keep an open mind. Why? Because this person, if you're not already connected, if you are connected to someone who makes you feel like home, you're in the right place at the right time with the exact person that you are meant to be with. Yes? If this is someone who's single, looking for romance, you are in a relationship that feels very, very like home, comfortable, not complacent, comfortable, emotionally, spiritually, and such. Probably not looking like, your usual type, right? Could be the differences of age, differences of spiritual versus religion, differences of the way one grew up and the other, like financially, someone may have had to work really hard and the other person was given, opportunities more than another. This masculine is very pensive, right? He's looking at two of these ladies. So there could be someone who is needing to make a choice between two people. All right. And guess what? They choose you. Because it feels right. It just feels right. That's what I'm going to say. And maybe if you are being considered, don't feel like you're the option, because you're not. This person is, and or you are healing family issues from childhood. So the person that you're with, or the person you're going to be introduced to, Pisces, could be someone who makes you feel not only like home, but it could be like a father and or mother figure of healing the love that you had for your parents, and then finding that in another, in a significant other, right? Healing something from childhood after we forgive our parents, right? We think of mother issues, father issues, whatever this may play out for you. And that's how everything just opens and expands because your heart expanded. And then your bank account expanded, Pisces, right? And I mean, come on, love and money. Are you kidding me? And that's how the merging and balancing out of everything is happening and playing out for you. It started with that first card. Okay. One more card, huh? One more romance card for the beautiful. Oh, here we go. So there could be children involved. Also children, but also from a relationship that is very loyal. This is the loyal. The children could be, you meet someone that you've known from childhood. This could be a relationship that you have had with having children with, right? And someone who was very and is very loyal. Someone that you feel that connection of loyalty to, right? Because of the way that you, your connection with children. The innocence of children is what I'm trying to say. The innocence and loyalty of children is making this relationship something extraordinary. Maybe you're going to have children with this person, okay? So everything is really good, really good. All right, so when I first started doing readings, Pisces, the Rumi cards, it's Oracle card. I'm going to just choose one. Now this Oracle card, by the way, is for the entire year. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the entire year of 2020. For the beautiful Pisceans. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the year 2020. We just want one card. Let's get one card, please. And this is it right here. The Lion and the Deer, number 22, which what comes down to? A 4. The 22 is a master number. It could be your life number. You should check that if it is. That's very significant. It doesn't matter. It's still significant. 22 is a master number. It turns out to be 1111. It's an 11, right? It's also a 4. So we're looking at twin flame love, divine love, devotional love, stability, security in love, as well as your external and internal, right? So what is within you now within you is the abundance and the infinite abundance of not only the love of having this financial abundance, but also the love of romantic love, true love, right? Okay, let me read this card. Number 22, as I said, master number. It's also about being secure with your own self and opening your heart. The poem reads, when you enter the garden of the heart, you become fragrant like the rose. When you fly toward heaven, you become graceful like the angel. If you get burned like oil, you become brilliant. When you become thin like hair in yearning, your joy leads the way. You'll be the kingdom and the king. You'll be paradise and the guardian angel. You'll be infidelity and you'll be faith. You'll be the lion and you'll be the deer. This oracle, let me just read a little from this. It brings you, this guidance the oracle brings you is that you shall prosper most now if you are willing to unbecome what you believed yourself to be. That was your ego, right? We talked about that earlier. Dropping all the mental anguish. It was never really true anyway, that view. It was partial at best, and just a view, an identity, not a genuine reality. Some of your previous sense of self shall likely come with this transition into the fuller experience of your being, and some of that previous identity that shall be shed as far that was far too limiting. It just won't feel true for you anymore if it ever did. So let me just move the camera up. So guess what, Pisces? You switched your whole demeanor of identity. Your identity was too limited. Your belief about the love within yourself and your financial ability to know that everything in the universe is infinite, that has now brought you to this point. That was the death that you had to, it was like your old self had to die for your new self to come in. The lion and the deer is knowing your power. Sorry. Knowing your power is within you and showing it, then showing up because you've healed and you're now not the same person. So any crisis or confusion that this brings you shall temporarily fuel and ignite the divine fires within, which probably has happened already. So, and it all begins with shedding the either and the or and recognizing instead the all, which is perfect. That's exactly what you've done, Pisces. You have now gotten to the point where you understand how the universe gifts you with infinite love and abundance within yourself first, and then it is created in the universe outside of you. The universe internally and externally is what you, knowing that it's infinite and we are part of the all, and not limiting yourself to just a smidge of love, or that you didn't love yourself enough and you weren't giving of yourself enough because you were judging yourself, right? But now you're no longer doing that because you see that you're part of the whole. You get it. I love it. All right. And then my second favorite cards are the Journey of Love cards. Okay. I will pick one for the year for Pisces. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Oh, I just need for you to make sure you see at least me shuffling here. Okay. You can see the shuffling going on. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for 2020. What is the journey that Pisces will be on? One card, please, for Pisces. And you got number 4, which is funny, not funny, if there are no coincidences. You have 4 again. 4 being stability, your foundation, your security, who you are, who you represent, who you show up as. Beautiful, right? Simplicity. You're learning. You are learning. You have learned, and you will continue to in the year 2020 of coming around to this identity of simplicity. Bow to that which is simple. You will find answers to your most complex issues and those questions that seem to defy the possibility of an answer. You will find the solution now through simplicity. Live one day at a time. Have gratitude for whatever you possibly can, even if you are yet to understand why you should be grateful because you can't perceive the gift hidden within your struggles quite yet. Trust in the goodness of life, seeking to serve you into becoming the fullness of all that you are. Yes, beloved, even in your darkest night, the light of love is serving you. The most sophisticated of problems can be resolved through a simple answer: love. Trust. Have faith. Be patient. Wait, and you shall see. Let simplicity be. This oracle brings you an answer. Everything is going to be all right. Don't add fuel to the fire and look for ways to sort out complicated matters prematurely. Sometimes ingredients need to cook and percolate so they can become a meal. The circumstances with which you are struggling will right themselves in time. Stay present and be patient. Pray in your own way, through meditation, time in nature, dance, and literally talk to God. When you need to take a clear, simple action, you will feel it. Relax and know it's all going to work out for the best. This is your word for the year. The poem reads, "There is peace for one whose heart is open." Right? Come on. There is peace for one whose heart is open. Everything comes to you. Be patient. It's happening. This is an amazing reading, Pisces. All right, so incredible reading. I want to just wish each and every one of you such blessings of love. And again, my gratitude for all of you who support me and have continue to do so. Okay, also, just to let you know, I am a biofeedback practitioner. And if you happen to have like an ailment within your body, let's just say, because this reading, Pisces, for you was all about finances, right? And giving and receiving of yourself and the money and love balance that you're going to be exhibiting in January, and in February, right? It's going to be your whole being is becoming this lion and deer, standing up for what you believe in, and knowing that the abundance is not truly about how much you have as much as how much you're grateful for within and without. Okay, so if you have had issues of lack with regards to your finances in the past, it shows up in your body as in your lower back. That gives you pain in your lower back. So it's harder to walk and etc. And there's, you just have pain or whatever. It could even turn into other things that we're not going to speak out into the universe. But if you did have anything of that nature, I can help you. I put you on my machine. I give you a consult. We look at your childhood issues as well, because not just because childhood came up here and forgiveness of, but we all have we all threaded the same through that love of where we came from and who we are today and what makes us who we are today. Okay, Pisces. So I have a confidential consult with you. Then I put you after that on my machine for 3 days, and then I evaluate, and then I follow up with you and regroup and give you guidance on helping you physically as well as emotionally. So it's mind, body, and soul connection. Okay, clearing out your chakras. Also. Sound healing. I also do acupuncture, crystals, and of course Reiki. So there are many avenues if you are in need of my services. Everything is on my website, athena1muse.com. If it's not, you can always email me and or text me. Okay? I wish you much love and blessings, and thank you so much again for all of your love and support.